Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam. Happy Thursday. Well, I want to thank Sheila Kay for sending me the interesting copy of a civil complaint against Emperor Philoniqua and her compatriot J.E. Okay. Before we get started, let's see. Let me put you up here. There. So far, so good. Hello, Kimberly Dixon. How are you? That's good. What I'm going to do today, the girls are showing a little too much girl here. Um, and I'm showing on the wrong side. All right, now, hey, Kat. Hey, Jackie B. L, hello. How are you? How are you? What it was a complaint, civil complaint against the emperor, and I was wondering is that what those civil complaints are? You know, there are a lot of civil cases pending, waiting to hit Felicia, and I just figured that they were businesses, taxes, whatever. But no, this was for SA of a person who at that time was 12 or 13 years old. So I can't find, I wanted to see what the outcome was. And then they wanted to charge a fee. So I went to a case search in California where the alleged victim is residing. And no, it's too common a name to try it. So I'm going to definitely look in here with the cards. Oh, snap. I just realized that I left the pendulum upstairs. Or did I? I think I did. But anyway, needless to say, that's what we're going to look at today. All right. But before we do, I think it's enough of us in here now. Let's start with our breathing. For the count of 3, through the nose, inhale, hold it, exhale through the count of 3. Okay? All right. Let's begin. Let's get us in the mood. Hold it. Exhale through the mouth. Breathe in. Hold it. Exhale. Last time. Breathe in. Hold it. Exhale. Okay. Hi, Teresa. Hello. Hello, Nellie. Let me put my bell over here. Did you know singing bowls were really bells? The Tibetan singing bowl. Yeah, look. They're really supposed to look like this, but yeah. Okay, now the complaint started out where, first of all, this takes me back to my high school days where I was approached by a modeling agency. I've been approached twice, once as a teenager and again as an adult. And yes, it's exciting when you're approached, an agent approach you. And yeah. My question was, did she sneak out there up underneath the coverage of her parents or whatever? Either way, she got into trouble. And also, this complainant or plaintiff has the exact same name as Barack Obama's personal secretary. However, their backgrounds seem to be different, whereas one lived here and since moved to Massachusetts, and the other lives in California. That's going to be a confusion. That is going to be truly a confusion. What Kimberly Dixon says, at the time she was 13, she was going to come out before This came out in 2016, the first term Trump election, but she got death threats. She dropped the lawsuit out of fear. She's in her 40s now. It's still on the case search. Okay. I want to know what the outcome was. She dropped the suit. Let's look into the suit. I'm going to start with the True Crime deck, Oracle cards. And I'm going to say this. The way that suit is written or drawn up, it's not about it being on a client. It's more like, to me, being an associate. Okay. All right. Katie Johnson versus Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. What was it about? And what happened to it? What was it about and what happened to it? And Kimberly says she's 40 years old now. Mm-hmm. Now's the perfect time. Because, well, civil suits. I'm not sure if the DA handles civil suits. Mm-hmm. And yes, she did want $100 million. And if what she said was true, she deserved every dollar. I want to see how the energy of the cards. What is the energy of that complaint? And what is the energy around that complaint? So I'm going to use the True Crime. And I'm going to use What Lies Beneath. See what happens. Okay. Money. Legal proceedings. Civil suit. Power supply. Power position. Suing people in powerful positions. Greed. Here we go through the tunnel, the smuggling. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Secret. All right. We'll put this under here. No. It's trying to fall. Okay. What lies beneath? What lies beneath this civil suit from Katie Johnson and Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein? And it all goes back to consent. What is behind this? Money legal proceedings. That means it's a civil suit of a very powerful against a powerful man. We have greed, and we have this tunnel. Tunnels are where you traffic things, smuggle. Boy, since they fixed these pipes, when you turn on water, it just sounds like you are at the bottom of the Niagara Falls. Okay. So, what lies behind money, legal proceedings, power supply, greed, and tunnel? What lies beneath all that? And thank you, Sheila K. Thank you very much. Our Sheila got us that. Look at this, y'all. Outdated discussion. Outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded. In other words, it's old. Betrayal. A traitor not to be trusted. Now, who is that for, him or her? Oh, well, I'll pull it out anyway. This one wants to come out. I hate nothing about you, so this is strictly business. Let's see. I don't care if she walked head in it with eyes open, she was looking for a modeling assignment. She went to an underage sex party. I don't care. She was underage. 13? Breach of contract, breaking the contract. Her parents were the only ones who could have made that contract legal, legitimate. Tired of drama, huh? So I don't care if she was a gold digger. She was still 13. Grew up fast that day. But how do you get away from your parents for that many that many days, that many nights? How do you do that at one of these afternoon parties? Aren't you supposed to be in school? No, consent, yeah. Oh, I even heard some person say if her body dries up, her body's not giving consent. Yes. No, she can't give consent. She's not, only her parents can give consent. Bottom of the deck, it says finding evidence, getting caught up. I want to know, kick to the curb. Oh, yeah, kick to the curb. And she asked what, allegedly, it's in the suit, it's in the claim. And what happens if I get pregnant? He threw some money at her and said, get an abortion. This was after the grape. And see, I got to come up. We got to come up with something. The grape. Because I'm loving grapes. And every time I think of grapes these days, I'm like, please. No. Keeping a promise. Expecting a new beginning. Now she went into, look at this. Here we go. Depression and the drugs. And this is what the tantric sex, what was taking place, most definitely by force. But what happened when the police came about? Or is it being reported now? Well, see, has a statute of limitations on it. I know, right? But now it says the situation is about to explode. So the cards are saying caution with those red lipstick stains because things are falling apart. And that seems to be what's going on with him right about now. All right. Let's just ask. Oh, check yourself. All right, let's just ask now. What's this? Oh, put them here. No, gotta put them there. They're gonna sit, they're gonna sit. What is the outcome of Feloniqua's involvement with Jeffrey Epstein? Because I'm after looking at that complaint, folks, that's not a client, that's an officer, that's an associate. Okay, that's what he looked like, an associate. In other words, management. Okay, business partner, not a client. Allegedly, I'm just telling you what it looks like. What is the outcome of the Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein situation? That's what's the outcome from all this? At first, they were the files. Now first there was a client list. Now there's not a client list. Then there were the files. Now, the files have disappeared. Well, the list has disappeared from the files from Bondis' death. And someone asked, hold that thought, if Bondis' brother was involved. And all this stuff, well, we'll see. What is the outcome of this? What is the outcome of the Trump Epstein connection? What's the outcome? Because there's no way in hell that he could ever deny that there is one. No way. Co-owner of the opera. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it looks like, allegedly. We have to qualify. Even you guys and gals on the chat, you still have to qualify with allegedly. You don't want to be sued. All right. What's the outcome? We should know now. What is the outcome of all of this? Using the royal deck. Oh, look, collaboration. That's the card of the party. That's the card of the polygamy. That's the card of, it's my group sex card too. Here we go with the 3 3s again. Okay. This is casting out, making an investment in something and getting a yield back. It also has a feel of foreign influence. Wait a minute, my cards are acting up here. Come on, move over. Okay, right now the announcements that have been made, the connections that have been made through social media are really shaking things up. The firing of Maureen Comey is shaking things up. Did I say shaking things up? The tower. That's a boom shakalaka. Things are going to be coming to an end. This is the beginning of major fundamental change. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. It also could be a description of Epstein. I didn't even, how many times have I start to ask that question, is Epstein living or dead? And something comes up to distract me. 6 of Swords, trying to find a solid place of peace. Okay, just hold that for me. Okay. Here we go. These are the lawsuits that are coming up. Reevaluation and assessment. Who's reevaluating what? They might be reopening those cases. MAGA's going ballistic. Well, hey, Kristen, how are you? They should. Hello, Elaine. That's what they get for trying to play King of the Hill. That's what they That's what they get for trying to throw us back into the plantation fields. That's what MAGA gets for trying to force our hand into working in their fields again. That's what they get. Here's the Wheel of Fortune. It's changing. That circle is going around. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And it's laying right next to Justice. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Take our citizenship. We work for that. Partnerships. That says partnership. That doesn't look like a client to me. And here we have things moving now. Now, in other words, I guess now, oops. Now it looks like there's some movement on the case or some possible movement on the case regarding financial security. This is the woman. Women being paid, but we're not talking about women now. We're talking about little girls from around the world. From around the world. Melania. Ivana. Marla. Elon is about to snitch some more. The mosquito is about to sting again. And they can't shut him up. Some people will be so disappointed, they're going to be even more disappointing. MAGA was going to be even more disappointed, but nobody is as disappointed as the emperor himself, herself, Emperor Philoniqua. Did I call him, or did I call him up there? I'm going back and forth with male and female names because that's the energy. So what's the outcome? Okay, we know this is what's happening now, but you know what the outcome? There is no outcome yet because it's not finished. Look at this. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Let me pull out a few more before I start calling them. 2 of Swords is the standoff, the putting it on hold. Allison Knowles says, I read a lot and researched a lot. Why is it that the Simpsons are forecasting? They have been accurate. You know, those Simpsons, I'm going to tell you straight up, somebody is either a remote viewer or they have one hell of a clairvoyance skill, talent, or someone has learned how to move forward in time, which can be done with your consciousness, which goes back to remote viewing. I mean, they're sitting back there. Look, they're getting, if they're not doing that, they're putting those popping pills, thinking up ideas. Microdosing here, a little bit there, and they're coming up. They're writing. They're writing what they see. That's how that's done. You'd be surprised that's how a lot of inventions have been made. Getting downloads from the other realms. Well, that is how it's been done. We've been led to think that these people are so brainy that they come up with these ideas after a lot of hard work. Well, okay, they've had some help. Remember, Freud and Jung, Carl Jung, doctors, psychiatrists, Freud and Dr. Jung used to play tarot after sessions with their patients at the club. Okay. Now, what was I talking about? Payoffs. We're talking about payoffs here. We're talking about, why is it so hot in here? Reports. We're talking about big wheels losing money. Mosquito is losing money. The Emperor's losing money. Their money is unstable now because of all the silly things he has done. The economy is up and down. Here comes the Knight of Cups with these promises and invitations. I offer you this while I take that when you're not looking. 7 of Swords. More delusions. With the Moon. Leaving people and himself, or maybe I should say all involved, overwhelmed by the truth. I know this is the people. This is MAGA being overwhelmed by the truth. And I'm sorry. Give me a second. I don't know what the hell they're doing outside, but my neighbors are older than I am. Oh, shucks. I can't get up. Let me move this. I just heard a very strange sound. You know those metal plates we have in front of our doors. Oh no, he's talking, so he didn't fall. Okay. He's still fussing. Okay, that means he's okay. All right. Whew. We look out for each other. Everybody's over 60. Hell, everybody's over 70, except the youngin that's just turned 60. Those 2 youngins across the street. Okay. So we look out. But I thought, that was scary. Okay. All right. Where was I? how people are being overwhelmed. This is the public being overwhelmed. Like, yes, okay, the emperor is overwhelmed by the truth coming out too. And we're overwhelmed because we really can't believe what we're hearing. We just can't believe it. The visuals are horrendous. There is a picture I saw, and it had to be on YouTube, of the emperor surrounded by little 10, like 10, 11-year-old girls. He's sitting in, like he looked like he was at a pajama party. You know how you have the children sitting around you and he's up there? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It looked harmful enough. Let's say a man goes to a little girl's tea party. That kind of look. Okay. Little did we know, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience, because what is happening is like gathering this data, getting this information together. The left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing and creating all kinds of chaos, but the truth is going to come out, and it is going to be a devastator. The past always becomes the present. Always. Always. So regardless as to what is being hidden, there are going to be choices that need to be made now. So we're going to hear some weird stuff about probably some new bills and new laws that are coming in. Hi, Charlotte. How are you doing, Jaconda? Kat, hey. We're going to be hearing probably some weird stuff. And the reason they're coming up with these off-the-wall laws, which I hope the court bounces back at them, is because they're trying to shut this down. And they've got to do it 8 of Wands quickly, okay? So far, they think they're safe. They think they're safe. 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is the place where you have just got your behind kicked and you have run for cover and you have cover. And then you feel safe. For now, you're going to have to get back in the fray. So for right now, they're feeling safe. Here's the culprits, the power brokers. I will call them the power brokers. They're feeling safe, but here is look. They're feeling safe today, but there is that overriding, overwhelming fear, anxiety of going to jail. And it has to do with the business they're in. That's the Ace of Pentacles. So I don't know. They're trying to distance themselves. And so is DJT, trying to distance himself from it all. And he's losing strength. Trying to get away from it, but still make money from it at the same time. This is going to be a rude awakening for somebody. We have the Fool, which is about new beginnings, and we have the Ace of Wands, which we have the Passion, the SEX. Regret. And in this case, look at this. In this case, the exposure from the sun, the partnership that has the three-way split, that partnership, that's it, partnership, that has been severed, that secret partnership. The mastermind, who's the mastermind behind the partnership? Who managed the money? The money has been frozen. The money has stopped. There was a great conflict in that partnership too. And here's this little offering a little bit of information here. Well, let's say a little bit of information has been dug up. And also it can say information regarding a child has been dug up, or children, like that civil case I'm talking about. And this is what it takes. Look at all the effort, the Herculean effort to defend himself from it. Himself. I know you're not having freak-offs in the White House. Well, just made me think of Clinton. Freak-offs in the, allegedly, I'm just, let's say, funny business in the White House. Also, alliances in the White House. I'm being funny. Okay, I'm being facetious. No, it's not facetious anymore, is it? No. Mm-mm. Bill Clinton started that. Oh, we could have freak-offs in the White House. Freak-offs in the White House. Mm-hmm. So you want to be successful in this type of position, young lady? Come into the Oval Office and let me show you how it's done. For a successful career in politics. Oh, why am I laughing? Ew. Ew. Oh, your sister is a lawyer, is she? Queen of Swords. Let's look at that. Let me pick up these cards. I'm going to see if Pam Bondis Brother has anything to do with they're making a lot of noise, strange noises outside. With the Epstein Gate or whatever you want to call it. Hold on a second. Lauren! Lauren! Lauren!
You calling me?
Yes. Can you bring me my pendulum? It's on the altar.
Say it again.
Can you bring me my pendulum? It's on the altar. In the plastic case.
What is it?
My pendulum.
Oh.
Thank you. Excuse me. Yeah, let's see what's going on. This thing is more, it's not complicated. It's like a spider web, though. It's like, yeah, that is so gross. I know, and I was laughing. It just gets wider and wider and wider and wider and wider and wider. But you can see, if you stand back far enough, you can see the spiders and you can see the players. I wanted her to come down so you could say hi to her too. Say hi to everybody. I don't think they can hear you, and they can't see your hand.
You said thank you.
I said say hi to everybody.
Oh, hi. Well, they can't see me. Hi. You can see my leg.
There you go. Now try it. All right. Hey, Kat says hi, Lauren. They're saying hi. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's just pendulum work because the cards are beginning to slip. Eventually, every time I have a desk, I find something else to do with it other than work on it. So, okay, I think these go here. Yeah, they go here. So, I'm in my recliner, reclining and reading at the same time. And the cards. Oh, let me turn them this way. Which way? They're falling all over the pillows. Okay. All right. Give me a second. I want to know if Pam Bondis Brother is involved in any way. You want to see something fun? Watch this. Now, I only have two hands, so how am I going to do this? Can you see if I sit it here? You go. You leave my legs alone. I'm just chilling. Okay. Watch this. No, I'm just clearing it off right about now. Pendulum inside the, be still. Inside the bowl. Now watch what happens when I do this. You see the frequencies moving back and forth. I think this is so cool. Clear from all negativity. Clear. And it's an energy field. It's clearing out all the energy fields. I think this is so cool. Now it's going counterclockwise. Now it's going vertical. Longitude and latitudinal. One more. Okay. She's clear. Alrighty. Now let's ask the question. Is Pam Bondis, let's do pendulum work here, because I can really I don't have to reach. Is Pam Bondis' brother was he involved with Epstein? Was Pam Bondis' brother involved with Epstein? Here we go, down in Florida. Florida is supposed to be the source place. Thanks, Kat. Dollars to donuts. Kat, my mother used to say that. Yes, I do believe that. Okay, he was involved with Epstein. Stop. Was Pam Bondis' brother involved with Donald Trump? Allison knows. She just said yes. Allison, you reading your cards again? And we have, yeah, that's how she got the job. So we're not looking at clients lists. We're looking at partnerships. Partnerships, like, wow. Oh, well, I'm going to keep this out. I don't know what else you might want to look into. But we're looking at partnerships. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes, everything discussed here, we're just sitting around the living room chatting. As far as anybody knows. Who was involved with Ghislaine other than Ghislaine was like, I see Ghislaine like Cassie. This, gentlemen, I'm going to talk to the ladies right about now, to the women. This whole concept we've been raised with. Anything to keep your man and anything for the love of a man, this shit's got to stop. It's got to stop. We're going to have to learn just to give as good as we get. And if that's not good enough, we keep going. Thank you, Jacana. Jacana pulled out her pendulum. Allison, did you pull out your cards? Yep, I think Allison pulled out some cards. Anybody else? We ought to get together and do some kind of circle. I haven't done it yet because it's a little more expensive. But when I get into, it's a better software that I can pull you all up when we can talk and we can share what we found. That'll be great. That would be great. But right now, that's a monthly expense. I can't wedge in right about now. And that's because everything has gone up so far. I'm comfortable, but not comfortable enough, Yes. And then I can have you coming up there, Charlotte, and give your words. You can give us some words of wisdom. What do you call that damn thing? Starts with an S. I know it when I see it. With the duck. The duck is its logo. Anyway, what was I saying? All of this stuff is going to come out. It is coming out now. Is the whole Epstein thing what the Democrats were waiting for? Is that what they were waiting for to remove? Yep. Okay. Now, let me put this over here. And I'll put you back up here. I want to know what is going to happen. What's going to happen in August? Because I keep saying something's going down in August. Right? We're halfway there. We're just halfway there. Let me charge up a second. So what is the big thing that's going to... Hello, Kimberly. What are you saying, Kimberly? I'm more of a pendulum girl. Yeah, I have... Oh, good. I'm more of a pendulum girl. I have cards, but I need more understanding. That's when you just close your eyes, do that breathing exercise that we do, and ask the question. After a while, you won't even have to close your eyes, okay? Your daughters are agreeing. Yes, they gotta get on guard and guard yourselves. Yes, you have to protect your womb and you protect your body. Yeah, because it is a very valuable thing, even though they try to degrade it and devalue it every chance they get. And the church does it too. They degrade us, they devalue us, but they make billions, if not trillions, off of the use of us. Now, some people can handle that in different ways. Some people will start charging cash money for it. Others will be much more protective of their bodies. Okay. Barbara Bias says, hey, Barbara, Trump played in Spirit's face. Oh, yeah, too hard and long. And now karma, yeah, with a vengeance. Yes, for entertainment purposes only. Yes. And we can see it. We can see it. And have you noticed? Is it me or is it just not in the news now? Has ICE slowed down? Because that's a part of it too. It's trafficking. Mm-hmm. Kat says, I've been inspired to work more with the pendulum and have a bootleg homemade board. Yeah, what is a boot? I don't know. StreamYard. Thank you, Jaconda. Thank you. StreamYard. Yeah. They can get to be a bit on the expensive side. Damn. What was I looking into? I forgot. I started talking and got off topic. All right. I made the way here. What did I say I wanted to look at? Oh, come on. The cards are not acting right. Okay. Put you back in the box. Back in your box. What was I going to look into, folks? They're falling all over the place, so I have to put them back in their box. I can't remember. What was that? The Earth is taking. Yeah, you know what, Charlotte? I don't think it's good. Okay, Charlotte asks. That's what I'm doing. Let me put my feet up here. Okay. Charlotte Pastor Caldwell asks, how can his followers be angry at him for them being so gullible? That's easy. They put their faith outside of themselves and put them in their God. And now that they have been played or betrayed or kicked to the curb, now they're angry. Let me tell you something, folks. I learned this a long time ago. And it stands true. And that's why I don't get mad with anybody anymore. I don't curse anybody out anymore. I don't throw punches anymore unless it's self-defense. And that is everybody says, oh, I believe in Jesus. I'm a Christian. But let me tell you what. Let me tell you this. Nobody has to tell you what God they believe in. Their actions do it. For example, somebody who can't go a week without a drink, their God is really Dionysius, the god of wine and other things and debauchery. The whole Trump Epstein thing, Dionysius. The thing with the kids, then it's brought in, I think, Baal. Okay? And that's who I don't care if they're in church all day every Sunday or Monday through Saturday. That's who their real God is. People who we call them what do we call them now? People who are in one relationship after another relationship after what do you call them? Like monogamous players. They're just, instead of having a whole straight out polyamorous relationship, and that too, They are in one relationship after another. They go from relationship with relationship with relationship to without 60 days break. They don't even take a break. They just okay. Aphrodite Oshun, that's their god or goddess. Somebody who's always wanting to fight, always wanting to argue. Aries, Mars, that's their god. This is what these archetypes of these gods are real. Those energies are there. Ice, Allison knows says Ice is moving to Dallas and New York, and Florida. Well, they got something waiting for them in all three of those cities. It is cult behavior. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. With Uranus and Gemini, people are going to say what the hell they want out their mouths, but some of that stuff is going to be very informative and weird sounding. But yeah, yeah. So when you see people who are into certain things, then you know what to expect from their archetype. Okay? Yeah. Thank you, Barbara. You will know if they're in your group or not. You know? Oh, here comes a story. Well, let's say that someone I know close to me moved over into the neighborhood and they wanted a church home. Well, they went to this church not far. And they would sing on the choir and they would just have the most glorious time. The beautiful voice they have. But she started feeling weird with the choir folk. And they would be getting drunk. They're older people now. Yeah, around my age, maybe a little older. And so she's being younger, by a whole 20 years younger, thought that they would be cool. They'd be okay to be around because she herself is recovering. Okay, she's in recovery. So she just told them, no, I'm not drinking. Not drinking. Long story short, they tried to pull her into a polygamous situation. Tried to get her drunk and tried to do whatever with her. These church folks now. These church folks. And so she left the church and she's getting back into her music, but that was traumatic for her. That was a trauma. And this is what I'm telling you. I don't care where you are. I don't care who you're dealing with. Watch people's behavior and they will show you who they are, who their archetype is. And these people never missed a Sunday mass. Oops, I just told you what church it was. They weren't going to do that. Wasn't going to do that. But yeah. Whiskey Pete. I haven't seen that yet, Allison, but I'm going to watch that. Whiskey Pete. Yeah. You're going to check it out. Yeah. Yeah. MAGA has got to wake up. I mean, they've been out in the daggone. The MAGA's people, these are the type of people who don't go anywhere. They live in their little one-horse town, and they think the world should live like they do. And it's not happening. It will never be because they are too sequestered, almost like a cult, sequestered. They have no idea how other people just within cities surrounding them, how they live. They may not approve it, but they want everybody to live according to the way they live. That's also a power play for control. But I want to see. I haven't seen that. I'm behind on these movies. I'm still catching up on my murder mysteries and cracking up. I have to be in a certain state of mind to watch certain things. I've said before, I cannot watch Criminal Minds, and I don't think I want to. Yeah, now. So, okay. I am Allison. I promise you, I will do. To tell the truth and shame the devil. Okay, Jaconda. Pastor Charlotte says, friend went to a worship service and 2 people had seizures. I said, you didn't run. Ooh, 2 people had seizures. First question, were they epileptic? And what was in that environment that triggered a seizure? What were they doing? Oh, Whiskey Peters. Allegedly. Okay, good. Okay, folks. We naming names. You're not supposed to be naming names. You want me to be able to come back on here? Want me to have a channel? Stop naming names. That doesn't mean I can't laugh. But that cost me a job doing that one day. I will never forget a government job too. But anyway, laughing at somebody else's stuff, and they dumped the whole thing on me. Oh, yes, they did. They did. That's interesting, Allison. A partner, empath, and elective. You know that kind of fits for some people. Now, can your partner gather information from the realms, from the different realms? Can they pull that out? Okay, then that's a gift. As difficult, and I know that takes a toll on the body and definitely on the brain. That's a gift. I don't know what they want to do with it, but yeah, that's a gift. Can't do anything with that too often, but talk about Uranus and Gemini. We start talking to us amongst ourselves, talking to ourselves. It sounds weird in this household. But when one is talking, okay, let me leave her alone. Let me leave my girl alone. She's either talking to herself or to the cat. Okay, let me stop. It just sounds weird. It terrified her until her past. Oh, oh. Okay, okay. That's great, Allison. That's wonderful. So that's something that runs in the family then. That's like those seers from out of the ancient times. They would go into those trances, and those epileptic things would happen to them, sessions would happen to them, and then they come back with all these prophecies. Yeah, that's interesting. Mercury's in retrograde. Oh, here we go. We're going to hear some more weird stuff. So when Mercury goes into retrograde, basically what Mercury is doing is traveling. It's not really traveling backwards. Mercury has slowed down for the rest of the planets to catch up. And what they do is they catch up and they pass Mercury. And what that energy is all about is communication. Now, you know, some of our communication is really being controlled by legacy media. And not just legacy news, legacy media. And that's problematic because they're hiding information. So let's see what pops out now. Let's see what pops out now. Oh my God, failed this terribly, cat. Failed this terribly. You okay up there? Okay. I'm gonna have to check on. You know about that thing I went through with my daughter? One of the features is this talking to yourself, this constant talking to yourself, talking to yourself, talking to yourself. I listen to see what's being said, but I also listen for the intensity. Now, frustration is one thing. We both talk out of frustration sometimes, to no one in particular. Now, what's being said that when you do that, you're talking to your higher self. Okay, but her diet is fine, better than mine. Yeah, I'm the one that won't leave the chips and cookies alone, Allison. And it shows. Look at all this fat. Um, if she was talking to her grandmother, I'd be fine. Me too. Me too. Thank you, Kat. She's in a room now. but it's this constant and continuous ongoing conversation. I'll check into that. I'm going to have to check into that. I'm going to watch that carefully. We don't need another episode. Mm-mm. Mm. Kristen, hello, Kristen. That sounds interesting. Kristen said, I also fell into a religious cult of the Maharaj Ki Jai. Asked for a confirmation if it was right and was stung by a wasp. Ooh, between my shoulder blades. That's a hell of an answer. Mm. Mm. That was a no. Mm-mm. That was a no. Oh, yeah. Part of independent media, you appreciate the shift? I don't know. Okay. Charlotte says, my oldest is autistic and talks to herself constantly with laughter and all. That would be fine. Autistic just means their brain is wired a little differently. And as long as she can communicate with everybody else, just let her laugh and let her enjoy life or enjoy her own company. Yeah. Thank you, Kristen. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's just something I have to watch. Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I cleared this place of so-called spirits. I'll spirit your asses somewhere else, but not around my house. Now, I have my tarot team and my guides, and that's basically it. They're the only one. Oh, my security detail. They're not supposed to let anything else through here. I catch them slacking every now and then. But, and folks, I still don't know what that question was. What was that question I was supposed to look into with these cards? Let me run up here. Let me look up here to see if I can find it anywhere else. Okay. And where is Kamoyo today? Did he slip in and slip out? Mm-hmm. Yeah, happy Thursday. Yeah. Oh, StreamYard. Okay. Yes, StreamYard. We were talking about what we had. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're going on. You're going. You're going to be fine. Yeah, he's laying some. He did. Just like Kathy did. Have you heard that now it's out there that the jury didn't like, they just did not like Cassie or any of the women who testified against Diddy? Ain't that a bitch? The jury didn't like him. They did it for the money. Misogyny 101. Whatever happened to a man knowing that he is supposed to provide and take care of a female, of a woman? I guess they missed that in Manhood 101. Provide, protect. You know, some of these men out here today can't tell the difference between a prostitute and a church girl. They see no difference. And so when you raise your daughter up to be a certain way, to carry herself in a certain manner, it does not mean a damn thing, because he's going to manipulate her, knock her boundaries down, and treat her like she's a prostitute, or treat her like she's a woman for hire. And that's when mama declares war on his ass. I mean, I know she's supposed to learn. I've already declared war on one over my daughter. And it was my perception, because she really didn't care. But it was my perception as what he tried to do. And when he tried to take her out of here, it turned into a knockdown, drag-out fist fight. I lost, but when I got my ass up off that floor, some kind of way, I got his ass out of here, threw him out of here. But that goes back to, this is why you can't get these people who have gone out there and done these horrendous crimes against these little girls and these children, why they don't stay in jail. They can't. It's too hard to get them into jail. And that's why it's the misogyny of it all. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hey, Kimberly Dixon. Okay, I'm all the way up here. Folks, I cannot remember what that question was. What was it? Okay, the last thing I remember talking about was Bondis Brother. They're all connected. They're all connected. So, oh, hell, for kicks and giggles, let's ask this question. What did I do with the... Oh, joy. What have I done with the pendulum now? Oh, right in front of my face. Okay. Here we go. Here's a question. This is not the question, but just to fill some time up. Is Jeffrey Epstein dead? Is Jeffrey Epstein dead? Yes. Was Jeffrey Epstein murdered? Was he murdered? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay. Was Jeffrey Epstein suicided? In other words, did he kill himself with assistance? Did Jeffrey Epstein kill himself with assistance? No. Did he die accidentally? Did Jeffrey Epstein die accidentally? Something is shaking the hell out of this pendulum. Okay, cards. Let me put it in here so I can find it. He has, when that thing stands there and just shakes like that, that means there's no energy on that. Isn't that weird? Well, here's something. What was Epstein's birthday? Anybody know what Epstein's birthday was? He's gone. Okay. I have to, but how he died has upset the pendulum. That's different. And yeah. Oh, he was a Capricorn or an Aquarius on the cusp of Capricorn, or a Capricorn on the cusp of Aquarius. So he's going to come up King of Pentacles. Okay. L says Epstein's got a new lives and has a new identity. Okay. Is something wrong? Before we do that, let's see what the card says. Okay. Jeffrey Epstein. The entity that lives in the body of Jeffrey Epstein. Is Jeffrey Epstein dead, or has he taken on a whole new persona and lives in some witness protection, under witness protection? Under a new name. Oh my God. That's even worse. Yeah, Charlotte. Soul consciousness transfer. Okay, let's see what this thing says. Okay. Overall energy, strength. Two of Swords. Oh, this is Six of Cups. This is the children. This is also the past. Choices, global choices in business. Judgment. Hermit, isolated by himself. Because those videos show absolutely nothing. And when I tried to peep in, I was blocked by this figure, dark figure. I'm like, oh shit, don't tell me I done ran into a remote viewer. Let me get out of here. Page of Pentacles. Using children for money. Separation. All right, broken from all right, law. Broken from the organization. All right, yeah, disruption. Well, this is going to be one of long stories. Let me see. This is going to be long cards are giving me the whole history here. Oh. Exposure. We have the sun. We have the devil. We have the priestess. Heavily occult measures taking place. And now we have the magician. That's different. That puts a different spin on things. Partnerships. Oh, they're just talking about, all right, the prostitution. We got that. I want to know if he's dead or not. It says be patient, temperance. Disappointed. Confusion. We're not asking the right questions. Things moving forward. A chariot. That was a chariot. The organization, the money, the millions, billions, trillions. The betrayal. The death. The lovers. The change. Jail. Relocation. Contentment. Let's keep going. New seeds, new success. Dang on it. Hope, the star. Suspension from, okay, no more freakouts. No more freakouts. Okay. Here's the King of Cups. I don't know who he is yet. Successfully withdrawn. Is Jeffrey Epstein living under a new name, a different name? No. Is Jeffrey Epstein living in a different time realm? Is Jeffrey Epstein living in a different time, a different realm? No. Is Jeffrey Epstein living on a different planet, living off world? Is Jeffrey Epstein living off world? What the fuck? What the fuck? Excuse me, Pastor Charlotte. And the rest of you. I'm sorry, I'm not down with the cursing. Excuse me. All right, if this isn't something at the Twilight Zone in the world of woo-woo, apparently let me ask this again. Is Jeffrey Epstein? Wait a minute. Be still. Be still. Is Jeffrey Epstein living off world? Is Jeffrey Epstein living off world? Is Jeffrey Epstein living off world? It keeps saying yes. Is Jeffrey Epstein living in another country? Hold on. When I said off world, I meant off world, dears. Off freaking the planet. Is Jeffrey Epstein living in another country? Is he living in another country? No. How'd he get there? Okay, this is the fun we're going to have now. This is the woo-woo. I'm trying to figure out what cards could possibly. Oh, I've got a card with an airship. I think that would be interesting. The Kippers has an airship, and it has 2 journey cards in it. Okay. Yeah. Is Jeffrey Epstein living off world? Off world, off the planet. Is Jeffrey Epstein living off world? Not between, that, yeah, Dorothy, I'm going to have to ask that too. But it's going to show. It should show. Is Jeffrey Epstein living off world? Okay, if the airship shows up, that means it's off world, out in space somewhere. If the coffin shows up, that means in the other realms. Okay? So is Jeffrey Epstein living off world? This is allegedly and for entertainment purposes only. We're just killing time, having fun on a Thursday afternoon. Okay. Jeffrey Epstein living off world. We have expectation, a new pathway, a gift, thought about it, child, and there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. High reputation. You think Elon sent him up in one of his rockets? We're going to see. He had bad health. Okay. And bad health is settled right underneath a new pathway. Occupation. The other world. There's the coffin. That's what I was looking at. Message of concern. Oh, what is the message of concern? This is interesting. The journey of a wealthy man. What is the? This is now we're getting deep. Messages from Jeffrey Epstein. In court regarding a young woman. Wow. Tell the world it's best to marry. Wow, y'all. Meeting rooms, family rooms, conference rooms are where the changes take place. Yeah. In this case, distant horizons, I would say it talks about foreign lands, concerns about how people are brought in from other immigrants, immigration, and how their message is one of despair, how they come to this country looking for new beginnings and get caught up in the wrong thing and get slaved up. How people make slaves, enslave them because unexpected income is like really almost no income to live on at all. And the mature man you can see is quite wealthy, how they get slaved and then these days trafficked out. Look at this coming in. So, wow. In other words, he's learned his lesson. You don't treat people like that who have less than you. The official person with the great fortune. That is a message to the wealthy man. Don't do that. Main man, courthouse. Courthouse. I don't read these cards upside down, but this is his court case. Jeffrey himself. This was deep, y'all. Imprisoned because of his associations. Bad actors in the house. I don't know who's in the house. It could be his island. It could be his home. Robbing, stealing, violating young women. Toil and labor of the false person. And here we have, this is probably Ghislaine. Did I just get a reading from Jeffrey Epstein, y'all? The lovers. They used a lot of women. They used her to recruit also. Those young girls for modeling assignments. No, he's in the other realms. Not in human form. That's it, Dorothy. You were on the money. No, he's not at rest. But well, no, I'm not going to say he's not at rest because the energy felt very calm. Oh, the cat's up there bugging her. The cat's upstairs bugging her. That's good to know. Okay. The energy felt calm. The energy was lesson learned. Now let me show these people what not to do. And his message was for the wealthy man. We saw that in the cards. Wow. You talking about Stormy? Look, Allison. Oh, that person. Oh, Emperor Felonicia's female associations, except for his daughters, came out of Epstein Island. Let me stop. That's where you go. That's the marketplace. Truly, it was the marketplace. Hello, Michelle Moore. I have no idea who Tiffany is. I have no. Well, if she's a recruiter, that's who she. I don't understand your question, Michelle. Who is Tiffany? Don't know. Don't know. I did not expect that, but he knows that's not what you do. See, all that is about power and control. Oh, whose daughter? Epstein's daughter? Must be. It's not Trump's daughter. Did Tiffany help recruit girls? Hold on. What is FTD? Explain, please. Marla Maples, I think, is from the same. Huh? Wait a minute. What are y'all talking about here? Tiffany is his daughter. With whoa, ho. We talking now. I know about Trump and Marla Maples. Okay. Felon TD. Thank you, Allison. Thank you. Did Tiffany be still? Did Tiffany help recruit girls for Trump and oh my God, Epstein? Were they her little girlfriends? Were the girls recruited Tiffany's girlfriends, allegedly? Yep. I know how we can make some real money for the summer. My dad knows a lot of people. Yeah, they like girls. All we have to do is run around in our bikinis every now and then. They pay us a lot, allegedly. Sometimes they want us to sit on their lap, and we can make $100. Oh, I don't know where my mods are today. I'll put it in there. Okay. Yeah. Oh, donations are appreciated. Hold on a second. Oh my goodness. Is she down in Mar-a-Lago? Hold on a second. I forgot what. Okay. There we go. There it is. Oh, my. Remember this happened back in the 90s? Who's Callie? Oh, meeting rich men. Yeah, well, see, that's what they do. We learned that in Friends and Lovers with Lady Susan Vernon. It's a Kate Beckinsale movie. It's a period piece. I think it's in the latter 1700s, at the beginning 1800s. This is yeah, among the wealthy, wealthy women do not work. Oh, no, that was unheard of. And poor women were stuck. There were no jobs for women. So women being women, us being us, when we have responsibilities, that we got to get the money, we got to do what we have to do. A lot created their own avenues for income. You had folks who were laundresses, people who they washed clothes for them, the other people, their neighbors. You had seamstresses would sew. Yeah, you have those who would pleasure the men. You did have entertainers, yes, but most of the entertainers were men dressed up as women. Oh boy. FTD knows Tiffany's new husband's father. They're all caught up. They're all in the same circle. That's what I'm saying. All of them. All of them in the same circle. Sheila, there you are. Hello. Oh no. You're gonna have to watch this replay, Sheila. I was talking about the complaint you sent me. Yeah, and what the outcome? I forgot what the outcome was going to be. What was the outcome? Pending. It's no outcome yet. It's ongoing, or it's pending. Yeah, promise me you'll play it back, but basically, I just told you there's no outcome yet. Did say that if Ivanka was not. Yeah, I remember that disgusting mess. Oh my God, that's the level they're on. That's the level they're on. No, they inherited their money. They don't. You can't. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Come on. I just ate my lunch. My breakfast just got stuck up here. This is so deep. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I do the mental clearing when we get on. I should do it afterwards, huh? Yeah, boy. That's okay, Sheila. You can't let those people blow their mind. Some people accept what they can handle, mentally and emotionally. They accept. I mean, they can see things in my face. Some people, they just can't. I was with my mother. My mother Me and who else? We let me pick up. We dropped in on somebody, and the boyfriend was home with the infant girl who was naked on the bed. My mother just froze. I'm ready to go to hell. What are you doing? Well, I just gave her a bath. Well, you had to give her a bath. Blah blah blah. I'm going in, right? And then she just couldn't move. My mother was a statue. She could not move. And when she tried to move, the tears would start to roll. And I'm like, we can take her out of here, or we're going to sit here and wait for her to get home, her mother to get home. But right now, I'm ready to go to war. And she told me no. Because I said, we can take this child out of here. He's not going to say jack. He better not say anything, Mom. I'll get her stuff. No, just no. But Ma, no. So, yeah, and it depends upon who's in charge. Me now, Mom taking the kid home now. That was me now. Me then, I'm like at a crossroads. Do you listen to your mother, or you do what you know you feel should do? Like, no, right now, Mom, we taking her. We call Grandma. Oh my God, if Grandma had been with us, we would have taken the baby and he would have been laid out somewhere. Down an elevator shaft or something. What did we do? I can't remember. I think the mom came. We called around till we found her. Look, you better get home. So and so got baby out there, booty butt naked, talking about he giving her a bath. What? Yes. Get there now. Don't know what happened after that. But she's fine. Now she's good. But we talking about somebody who's months old. Months old. I just remembered that. I mean, so you just some people just they can only their brain, their consciousness, their mind can only accept what it can accept, and what it can accept, it pushes it out. That's how that happens. Yeah. Yeah. And Trump is the great white hope for some people. Not all people, but for those folks. And we just have to admit that is a hello, Steve Myers. How are you? Thank you. Thank you. And Michelle, hey there. How are you doing? He's German. I don't know. Where is I mean, his uncle was in the Nazi army. It's the SS. SS. That's how German he is. Okay. And he said some nasty things to Epstein. That hatred, that shit is irrational. Hello, Terry. How are you? Terry Lewis, hi. His don't waste your energy hating anybody over anything. You can dislike as much as you want, but you don't hate. You don't even dislike too long, because that might turn into hate. Hate's not what we think it is. There's no love, no concern, no care whatsoever. What am I looking? Oh, where was they have Nazi ties. Grandpa is from over there. Mertz had Grandpa Trump's birth certificate. Oh, okay, that's on YouTube. Okay, but am I? What am I? Okay, here we go. All right. His father, Trump says, was born in New York. Other people say no, Germany. Okay, so we're getting and this all these YouTube things. I didn't ask for YouTube. I went to Google. It's giving me nothing but YouTube. Come on now. Oh my goodness. More search results. I do not care. Oh, this is okay. Where's my chat GBT? Because this is too much. I'm not in YouTube. I should not have received any, and maybe one or two, but not pages and pages and pages and pages and pages. Ignoring them. Okay, where? Let's see what Chat GBT says. Jamaica Queens? The Jamaica Queens. That's New York. His father was also, well, we don't know. He ought to know where his father was born. The Jamaica Estates neighborhood of Queens, a borough of New York, the fourth of 5 children. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but his uncle, let's just see, was Trump's childhood like? His mother was Scottish. He was okay with Jamaica Estates. Oh snap! He went to a military academy. I'm going to say he went to Fordham. No, he started at Fordham, transferring to Wharton, economics and business. Okay, real estate roots, summer jobs. So his father had he worked in his father's buildings doing maintenance and rent collection. Hmm. Hmm. Highly competitive individual. His father instilled a be a killer mentality, emphasizing winning and toughness over emotional intelligence. Okay. No, I don't want. Okay, we're not interested in that. Who was that? Watch later. Watch later. Okay. So, yeah, he's from here, but his influence is German and Scottish, and both disciplined cultures. They believe in discipline. They came up hard. Uh, yeah, applications and the collection. Mm-hmm. His father taught him to be evil. Well, they said his uncle was deeply involved with the Nazis. I mean, we're talking SS. Mm-hmm. And no, I don't think he was a double agent either. Mm-mm. Not at all. So, do we have any other Agent Orange's mother saying that about him? Oh, he's mean? Yeah, yeah. Germany, Russia's mother was born in Slovenia. Oh, really? Well, they're not telling the truth about nothing. Mm-mm-mm. And Terry Lewis says he was not allowed to get his hands dirty, but if he's collecting rent, he's getting his hands dirty. Yeah, because they used to do all kinds of dirty stuff to collect rent. No, hey, Allison, will he deport his wife and children? Allison, come on now, you want to be funny. Mm-hmm. No, no. Any other questions, folks? Where's my doctor? Oh my God, I got that. My Dr. Pepper got warm. Mm. Got cards all over my little table. He ever allowed his college grants because he didn't finish, dear. He didn't finish. Roy Cohn. I remember that name. That was his. And see, then he turned. Yeah, when it came to business, that's where he really learned. It wasn't it. He may have learned the structure at Wharton in Pennsylvania, but Roy Cohn taught him the ropes. Will the Dignity Act pass? What's the Dignity Act? Oh, snap, y'all. The Dignity Act? What does the Dignity Act entail? I bet you it has no dignity to it. I bet you that. Oh, shucks. Dignity Act. Republican Salazar introduces historic bipartisan Dignity Act to finally fix America's immigration system. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, that was just the other day. Oh, God. Of course, it's created by Republicans. And Spanish speaking or Spanish surnamed Republicans. Maria Elvira Salazar and Veronica Escobar. That is bipartisan. It proposes a comprehensive approach to immigration reform aiming to secure the border, create a pathway to legal status for certain undocumented immigrants, and address labor shortages. Oh, yeah, right. In other words, clean up his mess. He's throwing people out the country. He's not throwing them, he's selling them. Allegedly. Okay. Border security. The bill includes provisions for enhanced border security measures such as physical barriers. Put up the damn full. Yeah, cover up the slats and the holes for the people to walk through. Mm-hmm. Dignity program, 7-year program allowing eligible undocumented immigrants to gain legal status. You got people sitting around for years and years and years, 12 years waiting on the card. American Workforce Fund. This bill creates a fund to support worker training and retraining, aiming to address labor shortages and improve the skills of the American. Those folks know what they're doing when they come here to work, please. Oh, here we go. Another asylum system reform, mandatory e-verify. Core principles of the Dignity Act, ending illegal immigration, providing a dignified solution for undocumented immigrants in the United States. It's the chickens coming home to roost, y'all. You know, the United States, that portion of the United States was all Spanish. Central and South American, all of it. All the way up to the Canadian line, down to Mexico. Mm-hmm. Ensuring U.S. remains prosperous and competitive. How sweet. Let's look at that. It sounds great on paper. Let's look at that. Okay, the Dignity Act by the two Spanish-speaking bipartisan people, one Democrat and one Republican. That just looks so fair and balanced, doesn't it? Let's see, the Dignity Act. Will it pass? Is that what you're asking? Will PBS and NPR be okay with the funding cuts? Let me look at that after I look at the Dignity Act here. What was the... Okay. Boy, they mess with my desktop, little desk concert. I don't know what I'll do. Cat. No, not right now. Go. No, he's not. Just go over there and sit down. Cool. Just lay right there. Everything is fine. Will it pass Congress? KAT. KAT wants to know, will the Dignity Act pass Congress? Will the Dignity Act pass Congress? I want to see what that looks like, what the energy is around it. Philanisha never allowed his college. Yeah, because he never, Janet Jackson, hey there. He never completed it. He was learning other things. He was literally learning the streets on those millionaire streets. So, will the Dignity Act pass through Congress? Okay, let's just see. Damn. Right now, it needs a lot of work because it's something wrong. It's the instability of the situation is expanding. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Its purpose is to stop the disruption, stop the protests, but it can also be a smokescreen for something else. Let's keep going. Okay. It's their way of maintaining new relationships by law, legalities, reforming to avoid any further confusion with immigration and moving right along. Yeah, because the disruption is going to be economics and a bunch of other things. It should be seen as something successful. It looks like it will be seen as successful, especially when they get into these worker training programs. Profitable, new beginning, new alliances. I don't know what the hell these people were thinking when they thought that he could just throw all these people out the country that pay taxes. They're trying to get Trump to move in a different direction on immigration. Okay. One that would make everybody happy. The immigrants and the government. Here he is. Here we go. And his feelings. Let's see what this would be. The other one. That's she's in my room. That's what you're hearing. Mm-hmm. Talking to the cat. Excuse me. This way, they're using the Dignity Act as a means not to leave anybody out. Oh, shucks. Immigrants, you see, the world, not to abandon them. Those already here. But will it pass Congress? It did not. This is giving me the energy of the act, okay? It's a very positive thing. It is. And it is fair and balanced. Will it pass? Will the Dignity Act pass Congress? Will the Dignity Act pass Congress? Yes. Yes, it'll pass Congress. Okay. Now, NPR, PBS. NPR, PBS. You know Trump hates them. Will, with all the funding cuts and the control of broadcasting communication, will NPR and PBS be safe? Will they be allowed to continue their broadcasting? Will NPR and PBS survive the cuts? the funding cuts. NPR. Overall energy, that's a yes. The sun is shining on them. They'll survive it. It's up and down. It's going to be a task. It'll be a nail biter. But they're going to expand. That's the Empress. They're going to have to rearrange their priorities right now and work towards receiving funds. They'll be given funds, but they're going to have to figure out where the money's going to go. But they will make it. It's going to be rough on them, though. They'll make it. Conflict and confusion because of those cuts. Withdrawal. Some will be overburdened by the funding or the lack thereof. Overburdened. They're going to make new alliances. They're going to need new funding resources. They're going to go, it's interesting, they're going to go outside their local areas. Yeah, a lot of worry, they would. They're going to keep it quiet. They're not going to let on that they are as hurt as they are going to be. And that might be a very good idea because nobody wants to hitch his wagon to a losing proposition. So they're going to be good. They're going to be good. I see a lot of worry. I see a lot of sneaky shit. But you see the Chariot, they're going to move right on through it. Bottom of the deck, again, new partnerships. They're going to rely on us, the consumers, those who watch it. Okay. So they're going to be good. Okay. Anything else? Folks, you got me up here almost 2 hours. Yeah, Hitler. Yeah, I know. You got that. Okay, yeah. I want you to ask, how can we as a hold the light, hold the vision for the universal purge of this man? You don't hold the light for the purge. You hold the light for the light. You got it? That sounds crazy. When you're holding the light for someone, when your focus is just let the light expand throughout my life, my community, my state, my country, and just hold that light out there, hold it for a few minutes of the day. That's all you have to do. Darkness it won't be able to tolerate that light. My thing is harmony. Just keep peace and harmony. Harmony and peace and harmony. Yeah, and I hold my hands out like that because I know in my biofield, I'm stretching. I'm glowing. Some of you, can you see the light? You see that little light above me? It's like a silhouette around me. See if you can't just stretch yours out. Right now, I'm feeling the energy in my hands. Just stretch it. And while I'm here, you're stretching out, sending this loving light of harmony out through my neighborhood, my city, surrounding counties, my state, and the country. Some of you may prefer to imagine yourself above the earth and sending your loving light down to the earth. I am a loving universal light that shines brightly from head to toe. The universal light of the all there is source comes into my crown and goes straight through my body, through my arms and my hands and my feet, down into the earth, where I contact the earth being and share my love and harmony with her, and along the grid to bring this love and harmony throughout the United States the oceans and the world and all inhabitants who live there. And so it is. That was interesting. No, reorg isn't necessary. They just have to get their priorities straight. Some things they're going to have to shuffle around. They just might shuffle. You're welcome, Kat. We all all these organizations, corporations, and companies go through this. This is now it's government enforced. That's something else. That lets you know what? Don't rely on the government for your funds. They're unreliable. Mm-hmm. Oh, Allison, you said you had a lucid dream. What happened? We'll blow it away. Get rid of it. Bust it right through. Use your light. Use your biofeelings and bust it right through. Just get out of here. Shoot. Traveling grace. Okay. Oh, yeah. Want to hop on? Okay, Sheila K. Yes, that's your, yep. And when they stop, then you can put your hands down, Charlotte. When your hands stop pulsating, you can put your hands down, but not before. That's the energy. Yeah. Key into that grid, into that earth space. We can do this at any time. Same thing. Do it anytime. Sheila K says, Grand Madam, what? Madame. Oh, I see what you said. Yeah. Okay, let's see. What else is going on? Is there anything else I can think of what's going on here? I don't even watch the news anymore. I don't trust it. That's the lie. I get up there every morning and watch CBS News for about 5 minutes. Yes, travel, mercy, and protection, Sheila K. Yeah, you be good. You be safe out there. Keep that light up and keep your mantras up. Ain't nothing wrong with hum. That's to quiet your nerves. While you're traveling, you can hew. Yeah, think of Hugh O'Brien. Hugh. Especially if you're coming across traffic that's acting erratic. Folks, I was supposed to be writing in my book today. I'm not going to do it today. I'm up here. What else does the book need? It needs me to stop writing and start compiling. So, yeah. Luigi, what is the path of finishing? I don't know what that is. The path of finishing. You're welcome, KAT. What is the path of that? Yeah, Luigi, I wonder. I have not. Thank you. Yes, let's give Sheila continued blessings, Sheila K. I don't know what the path of finishing is. Finishing who? What? Where? Yeah, I wonder about Luigi and his place. And this, yeah. I really do. Can't say he'll be all right though, but so far so good. Nothing has harmed him yet. He's just being detained. Any other questions? I have 6 minutes and I'm going to make it a complete 2 hours. Who is this? Wait a minute. News flash just came up on the phone. Who? TD Jake says over 44,000 AI bots pushed lives of him attending Diddy's freak-off parties. Did TD Jakes knowingly attend Diddy's freak-off parties? Did he stay for the freak-offs? Yes. Did TD Jakes know they were freak-offs? Oh, no. Did he participate in one once he was there? Did TD Jakes participate in the freak-offs once he was there? No. Did TD Jakes leave once he saw what the freak-offs were? Yes. Did he ever at any time participate in one of Diddy's freak-offs? No energy there. So that's a no. Ooh, they talk some trash about TD Jakes. Dorothy said, I have a question. Oh, now, Miss Charlotte. Do full stop completion. It's never completed. Charlotte asks, do eternal beings have full stop completion? It's never completed. That's why they're eternal. We're eternal too. We're just stuck in this realm right about now because we agreed to be here to learn things that we couldn't learn out of a book. We had to live it to learn it. And there are books in other realms, and they're books of light, and they don't have words. They have light frequencies in them. And I'm telling you, once you open one, you won't need your glasses. Might need sunglasses, but you're out of body anyway. That's your consciousness looking in those books. But the light is so bright, you might feel that you need sunglasses. Dorothy says, I have a question. I am an energetic person. When I hold my crystals, they crack. Ooh, girl. What can I do to prevent this from happening? Get real crystals. They crack. Okay, they have been overwhelmed, overcharged, overwhelmed. They yeah. Now, when they crack, are you trying to charge them and just using too much energy? Or as soon as you pick them up, they start cracking? This is to Dorothy Parsons. This is a crystal. It's polished. Allison asked Dorothy, how large are the crystals? Where are my crystals upstairs? They crack. That's a lot of power going through a crystal. Yeah, how large are they? Maybe you need the larger ones, like the ones about the size of my hand and larger. But still, to crack a crystal takes a great deal of power. What are you doing when you're holding the crystal? Because you can have crystal chips and you can have crystal clusters. All right, Shirley Trope, what is it? Please don't ask me anything about any relationship. I don't do relationships. Uh, that was it, was it, Shirley? I'm sorry, no. Mm-mm. These relationships are too volatile, and every daggone one of them are karmic. No. Mm-mm. That's what people are going to have to figure out for themselves. And then you're going to have to go back to your core. Is this what you're really about? If this is what you truly wanted? If it's not, you got to let it go. Oh, planetary influence. Hey, Allison. Mercury coming back into retrograde. Uranus is in Gemini. Now what is the moon in? It's trying to get in. The sun is in Cancer and it's trying to move in. The moon is trying to what? When it's full gone, it's going to be waning. What does it get ready to go into? I don't know what else. But then we have is Saturn in Pisces? No, Neptune's in Pisces. Like we needed Neptune in Pisces, and Saturn is in something else. Oh my God. Yeah, we've been put to the test. I talk about to charge them in the sun. No, because they're stones and they absorb that energy from the sun. Mm-mm. The size of your hand. I don't know what that is doing. If they're cracking like that, are you doing a protection prayer or something like that? They're good, gosh. But that's what we need. Is Pluto back in Capricorn or is it in Aquarius? And Saturn all playing into and Neptune. Oh, good God. Yeah, that's why we're feeling what we're feeling. I don't hold on. Let's see what makes a crystal crack. That's news to me. I've never heard of a crystal cracking. And you sure you're not using a hammer and chisel, right? I'm being facetious. Okay. Let's see. Oh, come on, y'all, with the notifications. My notifications have notifications. Okay. What makes, are we talking quartz crystal? Crystal crack. Yeah, crystal cracked. Wow. Mm-hmm. I have the AI version and I have the psychic version. Meet Kaushik. Whoever Kaushik is. What causes crystals to crack? Overload, energy overload and saturation. You have to clean the crystals, babe. After you've done whatever ritual you've done with your crystals, take them over there, run some cold water on them. That's one way to cool them down. Other way is get some salt, pop them in the salt, and put them out in the sun. Or just sit there and leave them in the salt for a few days. Yeah. It's reached its saturation point. Yeah. Also, extreme temperatures, I'm reading. What does it mean when crystals crack? Oh, also a sign of transformation, but still clean your crystals. If a crystal breaks due to transformation, you should understand that you will experience a big change too. It can prophesy a personal change or even spiritual transformation. A broken crystal works as a signal. That's another idea. That's another guide to broken crystals. Huh. It's from Crystal. I remember Crystal Vaults. Crystalvaults.com, and they have a guide. If your crystal has been exposed to extreme temperatures or submerged in water, it can cause internal flaws, which can then cause the crystal to break or even combust in certain conditions. And they have a guide. Spiritual reasons why crystals break. Ooh. Basically, the same thing. Too much energy, saturated, needs to be cleaned. Yeah, needs to be cleaned. I just stick them in salt. What craziness did I say? That too, Charlotte. Yeah, all the more reason why you have to clean your crystals, girl. You're breaking your crystals. Okay. Anything else, my loves? Good. Yeah, clean them in salt. Yeah. All right, folks. On that note, as we've been on here 2 hours, now I am going to just sit back and chill. I got to clean my crystal. I got to clean me too. And let me get out. Before I go, I'm going to start doing this at the end of my sessions. Now, oop. That was my foot. I almost dropped this thing on. Oh, that really would have been a hell of a session, I tell you. Okay. So let's do this, folks. Let's sit back. Let's breathe in just like we did earlier. We're going to breathe in to the count of 3 through our nose. Hold it for the count of 3. Exhale to the count of 3. We're going to do this 3 times. Thank you, Charlotte. Hold it. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. Release. Hold it. Release. Oh, that feels better. Okay. Yeah, we need to start doing that, clearing ourselves after our sessions. Okay. And on that one, peace, blessing to the collective. Yes, blessings to our collective. Goddess blessings to our collective. That basically is a blessing of wealth, prosperity, love, all those good things. All right, my darlings. I've got to go. I got clothes in the laundry. Hold on a second. No, I got to go. Bye-bye. Until the next time we speak.